What's up, buds, and welcome to a new episode of the Earbuds Podcast, Fresh Drops, where we talk about new music that just came out this week. We are your hosts, Lucas, I Wish You Roses, Intercovs, and with me is Ash, Sescomesa, was it Fidget?
Yo.
What's your last name?
You know, it's been... I lost it with the sword.
You lost
Ever
the last
since
name?
I lost the sword of Numenor, they banished my last name from this plane.
Don't invoke the wrath of Lord of the Rings. Okay? Don't toy with that.
I was watching The Rings of Power.
Is it good? I heard it's not good.
I'm sure it's good for fans. As a standalone story, it kind of is not... I don't think it would make it as a standalone story without the Lord of the Rings behind it.
Right, and it's a prequel, right? So I feel like one of the reasons I don't want to watch it is because I feel like the whole time I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, is that Gandalf? Ooh, is that fucking,
that?" And you know what? That like happens.
I know,
and
I can only
as
imagine.
a person who has not watched the Lord of the Rings movies in a long time, I could recognize like, oh, this is probably someone that's like. They come on the screen and the theater's like, whoa, oh my God, it's them. But I don't know who they are.
Right.
But just like the scene invokes that feeling.
Yeah, it's almost like when there's a reveal because of the way that they film it.
Yeah, even if I don't know
it.
what the reveal is. And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of silly at this point.
I feel like that show is meant for fans that show is meant for people who are not fans of the movies, because I heard that they don't really match up in quality.
Well, it is the most expensive TV show ever produced.
So that's got to be worth something, right?
It is a beautiful show. It kind of feels like nothing really happens the whole time.
Right.
Which is kind of a rough thing. It's 8 episodes, and each episode is like an hour and 15 minutes long.
Jesus Christ.
So it is quite a watch for...
Even me, as like one of the biggest Lord of the Rings fans, I'm not interested.
Because it's the prelude to the main story happening.
Right.
So like, how interesting could it be? Not to say that it's lacking of stuff. I'm sure,
there's plenty
I came out with it all right.
That's the great thing about Tolkien, is that there's plenty of shit that happened way before the Lord of the Rings trilogy that he has like compiled and written stories about. Like the Silmarillion is one of them that just like he talks about how like Sauron came to be. And that's a really cool story. Yeah, it's like Morgoth. Morgoth was his fucking master. And it's fucking sick, dude. But that's not what this show's about, Ash.
This is not necessarily a cinema-based show.
Go listen to Lord of the Buds podcast. That's our Lord of the Rings podcast. You can go check that out. Today we're doing something a little different. Usually we listen to a new album that came out this week, but there's not really any albums that we're necessarily interested in listening to and want to dedicate any time to.
Sorry.
So what we're doing differently this week is we picked some of our favorite singles that were released recently that we want to talk about, and we haven't heard any of these, so it's kind of exciting.
No. It's quite a wide spread of genres, but it was just like 5 singles from bands we're interested in. One of these singles is from my anticipated album of 2023. One of these singles is the shirt you're fucking wearing.
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't even realize.
Yep.
Nice. For
people that can't see behind Lucas's arm, that says Metallica.
Yeah. So today we're going to be listening to A$AP Rocky, Uchis, Metallica, Paramore, and the Bouncing Souls. All new singles from these bands. So I say let's get right into it, man. We're going to start with A$AP Rocky. What do you think?
I think let's do it.
Hey, let's fucking do it. Same
right.
Problems by A$AP Rocky.
Problems? All right, same problems. A$AP Rocky.
How many problems get solved?
I've not kept up with A$AP.
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 Yeah.
A$AP's another dude.
He's another person.
This is quite a kind of a held back song. It's very moody. It gave me an indie vibe during the whole thing, especially at the beginning with that like almost not coming out of the mouth kind of whispering delivery.
Yeah. So it's a strange song for A$AP Rocky. Not knowing a lot of his stuff, it's a strange track to hear from him. It almost sounds like an interlude. It sounds like a song in the middle of an album. But this is a single. So,
is he usually the kind of guy to do like harmonies and like?
I mean, again, I haven't heard much from him, but I just know him as a rapper. I don't think I've ever heard him sing before. So I honestly don't know. That was weird though, and I don't think I liked it.
I'm into it. I kind of dug it. Well, like, what did you think about it?
I thought the music was pretty cool. I don't really like songs that don't go anywhere. Like, I like percussion in music. So when songs like that where it's just bass the whole time and instrumentation and no percussion at all, I'm waiting for the percussion to happen. So I get annoyed listening to songs like that. Like, that's why there's a lot of Drake songs that I don't like at all, because it doesn't have a beat, and it drives me fucking crazy, and especially in hip hop. That wasn't a hip hop song. That wasn't a rap song. So I can't really judge it in the same way. But I don't know, man. I like the music. I don't really like what he was doing on it necessarily, but I did like the melody of "How many problems get solved."
Well, what are you gonna rate that one?
I'm gonna give that 0 through 10. I don't know, a 4.
All right, I'm gonna give that a 6.5. Because if it were a whole album of stuff like that, I would not be into it.
No.
But it was kind of it like works better as an interlude. I think you're right.
It sounds like an interlude. It's very strange.
But let's move on to Kali Uchis.
I think it's Kali Uchis. Yeah. I Wish You Roses. I really like her a lot. I've heard her for the first time probably 4 years ago, and she's cool, man. She's changing R&B for the better, and I'm excited to hear this.
It's unfortunate that this is going to be my first known Kali Uchis song.
Well, maybe it's not unfortunate. Maybe it's her best song she's ever written.
Maybe it's the first of many that I will get into soon.
I wouldn't be surprised. I Wish You Roses by Kali Uchis. Let's check it out.
All right.
Now that I liked.
That is R&B if I've ever heard it.
That is a very sexy, very dreamy song, and I like that a lot.
Yes, it's a classic kind of dreamy vocal, dreamy synths with the tight drum and bass, which just makes it.
Yeah, the production on that song is just fucking delish, boy.
Delish. Yeah. And her voice is fucking
gorgeous.
Delicioso.
Yeah, crema. Lots of crema on that voice, dude.
Crema.
A lot of creme. She made me creme fresh just listening to her.
Freshest you can get.
Freshest creme. Yeah, I really, really like that. That's kind of more of the same from Kali Uchis for in a good way. It's basically what I expected. Like, everything I've heard from her is very dreamy, really good production, and like there's something about especially new R&B where I don't know how they're recording and mixing the bass, but it is just the best.
Yeah, that bass sounds nice. The bass line is real fucking smooth.
It's a juicy peach right there, dude.
It's juicy. It's
juicy. It's low hanging.
What do you rate that one?
Oh hell, dude. I'm gonna rate that a solid fucking 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, I'm just stoned enough and chilling, and that song like made me want to get in my car and drive around and listen to it.
I'm giving that one a 7.5. I thought it's a nice fucking tune to get lost in. I think I'll probably, if that's kind of more of her stuff, I'll probably just pick a couple songs, like stick with those. I probably won't be listening to any albums or anything. Okay,
well, you might surprise yourself.
Well, you know who might surprise us?
We all should strive for change, Ash. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a few surprises here. They've surprised us many times in their careers. So I don't know why this would be any different.
It's Metallica, baby.
It's Metallica, baby.
It's probably going to be more the same as well. I cannot possibly imagine them doing anything groundbreaking at this point in their career.
No. But they might be bringing it back to the music by them that people actually like. So that'd be nice. The title's terrible. Screaming Suicide.
It's like, okay, we get it. You know, you're a metal band.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool artwork, though. I like the artwork a lot.
Yeah. Don't hate that one.
Don't hate it. All right. Well, while my fridge makes really loud ice, let's get into Screaming Suicide. Fucking what the hell was that?
I don't know what that was, man.
I'm scared.
That was like a I don't know. It's got like the production and sound of like a 70s hair band.
Yeah, you called it out like halfway through the song of what sounded so weird to us, and it was that it's like a blues scale that they're playing off of. Like they're playing blues riffs. They're
doing blues riffs, and it's in like a major key. The production is, I can only assume it's Metallica. They could get the best production in the fucking world.
For sure.
So this is an artistic choice.
Is it bad though? I didn't think the production was bad.
I don't know. It just kind of sounds like there's no room in there. I guess I just don't like...
It's very brick-walled, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never liked the clickiness. I don't like clicky kicks.
He might be even... I don't know if he's using triggers or something, because he's so bad. Lars is like the worst rock drummer ever.
Nah, he's not doing triggers.
Okay. Yeah, because that's just for double bass, right?
Yeah, but he does double bass a couple times, but it's kind of
weird choices.
Yeah, it's just a weird choice of where to put the kick. At the very beginning, it sounds like a superhero theme song for like Superman in the 50s.
Yeah, and because they're playing bluesy riffs, it almost sounds like southern metal or like southern rock or something. It gave it a really weird vibe. But I'm glad that I heard the drums on this album were going to be similar to Saint Anger, and I didn't hear much of that. Like they don't sound that bad, so I was glad to at least hear or not hear that part. I gotta say though, that live is probably a fucking ripper.
Yeah, you know what? It probably is much better live.
For sure.
I could, in that aspect, I guess I can see what they were trying to do.
So what would you rate that?
I'm still gonna rate it like a 3.
Yeah.
Just cause I don't know, man. Like it is different. I guess I'm glad they're trying different stuff.
Yeah. I would say from a 0 to Master of Puppets, I would give it like Reload.
I thought that was your favorite album.
I know, but I recognize it's not a good Metallica album. No, it's not my favorite album by them. Black Album is my favorite, but even then people give them shit. So
no, I'm kidding.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10. that was strange. That was a very strange Metallica song.
Yeah, I was kind of going in hoping.
I don't know. And dreaming and praying. You know. Yeah.
So next, let's go to C'est Comme Ça by Paramore. I don't know French. I don't know the proper pronunciation.
It sounds like an old French like pop tune or something.
They've released 3 singles from what is my anticipated album of the year.
And I only know
This Is Why.
I only know that one Paramore song, so haven't heard much by them.
Crazy. It's probably going to be a little poppy, so just brace yourself.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
That was like if Metric fucked the Talking Heads.
Yeah, it was like if Metric was a J-pop group.
Yeah, very J-poppy for sure.
It kind of reminded me of like Aqua.
I could hear that because her voice is like very nasally and high and like childish.
Yeah, this is kind of like, it's kind of a very high-end mix on this song.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it. Like it's a fun little pop song.
Yeah, at first I was kind of like, oh man, it's like another flop on our singles, but like I kind of got into it by the end. I won't say that it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm interested to check out the other singles that I haven't listened to yet and see if if this is the theme of the album or if this is just like a weird thing off it.
Well, didn't you say their last record was super poppy?
It was, but not like this.
Not like this.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, this was interesting. I mean, it sounded like a French pop song, or like you said, J-pop. Like definitely something not American sounding.
Yeah.
And they're very much an American band, right?
They are an American band, yes, sir.
So stick to your country and write some goddamn American pop music, like a good Katy Perry would.
Like a good Katy Perry would.
Like a good Katy. Just act like a good Katy Perry would.
I'm gonna give that like a 6.6.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 6.0. It sounded like it reminded me of Psycho Killer.
Yeah, sure.
It had the same kind of rhythm.
I really like the drum work on that song.
Yeah, the drums were good.
It was pretty interesting. But with that, let's move on to our last little single here. I'm kind of thrown for a loop in every which way. So I don't know what we're going to expect from the Bouncing Souls in 2023.
Yeah, man. I have not heard probably the last like 3 or 4 Bouncing Souls records. I was so into them when I was growing up in high school and college. But I think the last album I really listened to them was Anchors Away, which I would say is probably right up there as one of their best. And everything I've heard since then, like kind of here and there, just really good. So let's see what this is all about. 10 Stories High by the Bouncing Souls. Did you ever listen to them back in the day?
I've heard a couple of their songs, but from like the first album. So
right, like I'm a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just hopeless.
It looks like there's 2 songs on here. We're probably just gonna do.
We're doing 10 Stories
High.
Yeah,
right?
We're just gonna do the titular track off the single.
You wanted us to listen to both. You should have put like a little thing there. Yeah, the second name.
You should have fucking paid for our goddamn Patreon, and then we can do both songs. Okay, we're not getting paid enough to do both.
All right.
Let's do it. That song, it sounded like a template.
Yeah, that was just like you copy and paste your notes on there.
Yeah.
And you just make a pop song from the fucking like 2000s.
Yeah, they definitely cheated off of someone else's exam writing that song. Like they were just like, okay. Looks like Lit and Blink-182 did this 18 years ago. Let's just do it again.
It really is crazy. It's just like, as soon I was willing to like give it the benefit of the doubt at the intro, but as soon as the music came in, it's like, come on.
Yeah, really basic.
This is like a 30-year-old like song y'all are doing.
Yeah, right, I mean, literally, it sounds like any song that you would have heard on American Pie in 1999.
For what it is, it's good, but like, I don't know, man. I really do wonder a lot, like. Is it just the bands are scared of changing? Do they not want to change? Is the record like label making them play the same shit?
Sometimes this is a single, is a lead single, right? Yeah. So it's going to be the most fucking basic out of any of their songs, right? It's not necessarily always the best song off a record that becomes a single. But this to me kind of sounds like a band that's got nothing left. They wrote their best album in 2005 or 2004, and that's almost 20 years ago at this point.
And it's like, how old are y'all?
Yeah, that's what I mean. 15 years ago they were old. 20 years ago they were old. So it's like, at this point, I don't know, man. If you're going to write some bullshit like that, just don't write anything. I can go pick up any pop record, not even a good pop punk record from 1999 that's going to sound exactly like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 5.3.
Wow, really? I'm giving that a fucking 2.
No.
Why are you giving it
4.3?
Okay, wow. Wow, you're bad.
I don't know.
It's
just like it's very average.
Well, I am going to throw us a little curveball, and I just remembered that a single did come out today that I actually really want to listen to, and I say we put that one last. Let's end on a high note, hopefully.
I mean, I don't know, man. all our hopes have kind of been dashed at this point.
I know. There's been one song that I actually really liked, which was Uchis, by the way. That's been my favorite one so far. But
sure.
Easy Star All Stars just announced their new cover album that they're coming out, and it's going to be Ziggy Stardust, the David Bowie album, and they released Starman today, and I think that should be what we end with.
Dude, come on, it's 4:20.
Yeah, it's 4:20.
4 minutes and 20 seconds long.
For a reason.
All right, whatever.
Because it's supposed to be.
Okay, this has got Max Priest on it. I don't know. Is that a name you recognize?
He's a pretty famous reggae musician I would say he was probably biggest in the 90s.
Maxi Priest.
All
right, Starman, Easy Star All Stars.
Let's do it.
Real quick audible,
baby. Well, okay then.
It was
good.
It's kind of hard to talk about a cover because of course the song is gonna be good, right?
It is a great song, one of David Bowie's best songs for sure.
I do like what they did with it. It had nice nice palatable production,
really good instrumentation. All the strings surprised me, and I thought they were a really good addition. Because reggae covers are so easily horrible and cheesy.
Yes.
And I got to give it up to Easy Star All Stars and the record label Easy Star for every cover album that they've done has been such a huge undertaking and such a ballsy fucking move. Like starting with Dubside, Radio Dread, Sgt. Pepper's, then they did Thrilla, and now they're doing David Bowie, and I gotta say, like, all of those are just like, they're so ballsy, and I commend them for it. And a lot of times, I mean, they pulled it off really fucking well. And I would say Thrilla was a bit of a swing and a miss for me, just as a cover album. That I just thought it was a little less. It sounded like they kind of took the easy route in a lot of the songwriting. That they were just like, just go to the melody and the tune and it'll be fine. I think they went all out on the albums before that one. So, and it sounds like they're going back to that, where they're just like, let's just go fucking all out on this and try and make it as like interesting and fully realized as possible. And that with all the strings and everything happening on Starman, like they're giving me a good impression of what the album's going to sound like. I'm excited to hear it.
I do appreciate the Bowie noises from the vocalist. Oh. That's far out.
Oh. Starman.
I'm giving that one a 7. Solid 7.
Solid, yeah. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Well done.
All right.
Well done.
Yeah. What were we gonna do at the end? Were we gonna choose our 2 favorites?
We're gonna pick our one favorite single from the day.
Our one favorite.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we may agree on that.
Possibly.
Because my pick is gonna be Uchis.
Same.
Yeah. It's just great R&B track, great production. It's
everything about it was top notch. Everything.
Top notch.
Yeah.
Beautiful vocals. Beautiful dreamy palette with some tight drums and tight bass. Love the bass line, love the bass sound.
Same.
And most of the other singles were kind of disappointing.
Yeah, a little bit, not gonna lie.
Well, what are you gonna do? What
are
you gonna
they
do?
can't always
Let's
be
hope
winners.
for something next week, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. And if you guys want us to listen to anything specific and talk about it on the show, let us know in the comments, man. Go to our YouTube and subscribe and comment on our videos. You can check us out on Spotify as well. I think outside of Spotify, I'm not sure how much more you're going to get of us. So we'll see. Because now we're putting music on our episodes. And Ash, I think we should put these songs on here for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool.
Totally.
Yeah, man. Check out our Instagram at EBPcast and stay tuned. New episodes every single week. That's all I got. And with that said, Ash, this was good.
Lucas, this was good.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hang up. Hang up.
I'll never hang up.
Hang up on me.
You're my friend.
Hang up
You're
on
my
me.
friend.
Hang up on me.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.